Hi, hello. So, this time we are going to make a round work. Instead of making with one square knot, we are going to make with an helix square knot. So the first thing we have to be very careful is that we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is very important for us not to misunderstand the calculations of the number of knots, because if we miss only one in the fabric, then the fabric will be strange. Okay, so this we have to be extremely careful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to be very careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This must be exactly precise. It's much more difficult than the usual fabric of square knots, because here we have to count for each one, and if you don't count it, we will going to miss it, because to make a long fabric of this, it's terrible, and it's obvious that one will miss it. So we have to be very careful. So this is all to the same side. So I've made one. Now I've made two. Now in here we have to really adjust these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we miss still one. 1, 2, 3, 4 is exactly. We have to put 6. So it's always 6 knots. And these 6 knots will give inside these parallel lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly the 6. But in here we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 loops here, but 6 in the middle. This is confusing, all right? This is very confusing. So we must be very exact and precise. So to make the round fabric, we have to close it. Very easy. Now we do exactly the same. Don't forget to begin always to the same side, unless of course we want to make some strange effect. So 1, 2. When we make 2, we have to bring this to the proper place. All right, this is very important in this type of work. If we don't make it here, then in the end it will be much more difficult. This was not very well pulled. Wow. Oh yes. No, cannot be lazy, you know. You have to really pull it. It is a little better, not much better, but it is a little better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Always confirmation. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it's perfect. All right, it's perfect. Now here, make sure to make it like this. If we cannot this like this, it is wrong. Okay, we have to make sure that the helix are perfectly in the position. So making another horizontal row, making this row the same. Now this is a work of pure concentration. If one has concentration problems here, everything will be fixed. Because in here it's really concentration. So we have made 2, we have to adjust this. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. This work is a terrible work. Why? Because we have really to count it, and to count it loud. One small mistake in this and we will not see it, but then in the end the effect will not be beautiful, and that is a pity. See how this knot is? We have to do it like this to stay well. So confirmation: 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. All right, perfect. So in here it's really hard work. In some other macrame works one can start, I don't know, macrame work is never to be distracted, right? But there are some works that are more or less obvious, and this is not obvious. I mean, if we are making a fabric of macrame with square knots, if we make a mistake we will see it immediately. We don't need to be much concentrated for see the mistake. It is so obvious. But in here, no. A small more or a small less, and we will not notice. And that is why we have to be extremely, really concentrated. So, 1 2 3 4. Always count. Because I was talking to you, I missed the counting. So for counting, don't go in here. 1 2 3. We have 3, but actually you have made 1 2 3 4. So be careful with this. There are some paradoxes in this helix. All right. If we try to count it on this outside, we don't get the proper counting. We will miss always one count. It is because of the structure of the knot itself. So these ones, the horizontals are what we want. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's perfect. Maintain it like this. Because this is round, we can go to one side and the other. Don't go always to the same side, or this will be too much twisted. So we go to one side and we untwist it to the other side, the entire work. You see, this is twisting for one side, this is untwisting for the other side. So here we go. 1 2. In the 2, always bringing the slack of these ropes inside, and make it force again. Now 1 2 3. Wow. 4 This rope is too much hard. I mean, it's extremely good for making video, right? Because everybody will see it very easy. But for working, this is too much hard. One has to make real force to have it, you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So now we go to the other side because it was too much twisted in the in up. It is bounded, of course. And if we have to twist it to one side and then twist it to the other side. So here we go again. Excellent exercise for concentration of mind. That's right. 1, 2. If you don't say it loud, the mind will start thinking in the things of life, you know. In doing macrame, it's a good idea not to think in the things of life. It's a good idea not to think in anything, actually. Just to look at the beauty of the work, the working, and that is how inspiration comes. Actually, it's a kind of contemplation. That's right. To do macrame or to do knitting or to do something like that, if you start thinking in the problems of life, it is obvious that mistakes are going to come, things are not going to be all right. When we are here, we must be in this work, concentrated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a little higher, you see. I didn't pull it exactly as it should be. These are all plain and this is too up. Take a good look at this one. This is not up, so why is this up? Because it is wrong. I mean, it is not technically wrong, but I didn't pull it enough. This is more or less. And this is good. You see the difference? In here there is nothing. And take a good look in here. I cannot do that because it's higher. You see? And here I go. Oh, I go. Why? Because it is right and here it is not. But well, I'm not going to undo it. That's right. I'm too tired for that. So I am calling. Alright, I can do this. I can start working from this side because it is exactly the same for working from this side. But because I have always worked this like this will give a special tension to the work. If I do the knot like this, it is exactly as if I turn it and I do the knot like this. Exactly the same, I think. But it's not a good idea to change, because if I have made this to the others, this will give certain tensions subtle, too much subtle that I cannot understand it and perceive it, you understand? So if we do it like this, we always do it like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now it's perfect. There is something here that it is not right, you see? I don't know what, but I've changed something. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it is right. Now take a good look at the effect. You see this, like this? This effect will give almost a perfect rope. You know the rope, all ropes, they have a twisting, right? This will give almost the twist of the rope. Of course, for working knots in this form, it's much more difficult. So the effects that we can do from here, you have to be very well sync. We have to sync it, to think about it very, very well. So 1, 2. I've already pulled it, but I pull it again. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5 and 6. Alright, and now you just turn it. Confirmation always 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. Alright. Always it is very, very terrible work, because till the end and from the very beginning one cannot miss even one helix. Must count them all. If you want a good result, it's like this. It's quite interesting actually when one likes macrame, right? The thing here is that to like it, because we can learn how to like it. It is an exercise like any other exercise. In meditation you have to learn it, in contemplation you have to learn it, in shaman journey you have to learn it, right? It's all the same thing. And in macrame, well, it's just like any other art. We have to learn it. And in here there are two learnings. The physical part of the piece itself, and then the mind attitude. All right, 1 2 3 4 5. So I miss one here. The mind, the mind is the invisible part, and we must have the mind on the place exactly perfect for the work, not just going around thinking in everything that in this work can actually be a serious obstacle. Cannot think in the future, cannot think in the past, cannot think in nothing, not even in the moment. We are not thinking in nothing, we are just paying attention to the knotting itself, and that is very hypnotical. That is very interesting. Of course, I cannot call it therapeutical, right? Because no one really knows if it is or if it is not. So I cannot do that. It's not well proven by science, and I think that science is important. If we let ourselves go in just easy ideas, that's not good either. But in my experience, as a long experience in macrame, this, I don't know, maybe can have some advantages, let's call it like that. Some advantages for the mind well-being, you know. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Aha, I was doing another one, you saw it, right? So you see how perfect this is. This will go in the perfect helix. This helix, you see, this one against this one, this one against this one, and this one against this one. So this makes an amazing effect. It's very interesting. Of course, perhaps this effect is not good for making knots, because to make curves in here, I don't know how much good they will be. But for beginning something hanging, it will be outstanding. As a small, if you have a plant hanging, and if you begin it like this, first the loop, right? We have first the loop, but then we can have the neck of the loop with an effect like this. It will be outstanding. Aha, you see here, I was doing wrong. This one is from the middle. That's right, macrame, it's easy, but it's exactly as I was telling you. If one is distracted, mistakes will come very, very, very easy and very fast. Alright, so 2, and we pull it. Alright, 1 2. 3. and 6. Now confirming 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. Turning it to this place, and that's it. I'm not going to do more because you already see the marvelous effect. It has a thing. If I put one rope here, you see it, it will stay here like this. Why? Because there is here an valley between these two mountains. One mountain, two mountains, three mountains, four mountains. So there is a valley here. And this valley will stay always in the work, always. And that is very, very much interesting. So thank you so much for watching, because this is already made. I'm not going to do anything. If I do any more, it will be all the same, all exactly the same, and then nothing will come more, because it is alright. So thank you so much for watching, and bye. See you next time.